Big Boss Jock, signing on. Getting back to the rhyme. Well, as I mentioned before, I will introduce myself. I'm implanted with a Stimoceiver. My frequency, one of them, 750 megahertz. I point towards my molar. That's where the microphone is implanted. It connects with the domino size Stimoceiver implanted at the cerebral cortex. Continuing with the Baltimore Riots, analyzing CZZ, on with the rhyme. Afro-Americans. Why haven't Afro-Americans protested for their people to be released from prison? I'll say why, and that's because Yankee Sam didn't instruct them to. Not one of the 6 corporations that own all the TV media in the Yankee USA are against the police, nor are they against the police state. None of the corporations in the past 20 years encouraged Afro-Americans to exercise their constitutional rights. Right to gather, protest, exercise freedom of speech. Yankee Sam is using its mass media, encouraging Afro-Americans go out, exercise their rights, just before those rights are taken away. There will be a big event, or a series of big events, carried out by CIA, MKultra, ISIS, who has become simply IS, and is soon to be I. That's right, the Islamists. And that I wrote this a year and a half ago. So I'd have to say it came about because that's the term that's being used. Big event will be carried out by African Americans wearing black and red colors. Yankee Sam will fight the black Muslim communists. If a person is black, they will be found a potential terrorist. Along with the terrorist African Americans, what I wrote is if a person is black, they must be a terrorist, and that's how they'll be seen in the eyes of the public, and that's Yankee Sam's clan. The ones that are saying those, them, and not using the term Afro-American. One syllable word. Along with the terrorist African Americans, I'm saying the hypothetical event. It's not hypothetical, it will happen. Yankee Sam's planning this. And we're seeing it come about. I wrote this a year and a half ago. Along with if a person is black, they must be a terrorist. Along with the terrorist African Americans, at least a couple participants. It made the I'll stay with the show. Will be from the international community. Maybe one Arab with one African. That way it can be the Rhodes problem. Events will be so atrocious, mainstream Yankee America will give up the Constitution, except in being put into institutions. Now, continuing with the rhyme, this next part I entitled Smoking Gun. And if the viewer's looking for one, this qualifies. When the viewer, if they choose to analyze, look at CZZ International on April 30th, it's staged, and I will explain. It'll take a couple of minutes here. And I encourage the viewer to get a copy of CZ International and review and see what they conclude. Smoking Gun, April 30th. Got my Conhe International. Remember, I'm sitting in the capital, Lima, capital del Peru, trying to get a residency visa. Resident visa. My residencia. Everything came back clean from Interpol. Kicking back at the Hawaii Hotel. Went out to that's the name of the hotel there, San Germán, Tomás Valle. Went out to the terraza. Smoked a cigarillo. Yeah, special blend. Back in the room watching my MKultra program on CZZ being aired to the world. I decided I had to act. Time for the roll to see Yankee Sam. Login time and event I began. 10:01 p.m. flashing yellow on street lights since Monday 27th April. It's the first time. Whenever there is an emergency situation, especially when cops are blocking an intersection, traffic lights are, in this part of the empire, almost always put on a red flashing sequence. Reason being control. Every car must stop. Cop can sit there and watch. Flashing yellow told me caution. Caution was above the police in a Baltimore intersection. Police, caution, caution, coming up. 10:01, pink on Dan Limone's shoulders. Limone, that's too close, huh? I changed them all. He's Dan, though. Above, scrolling graphic, green bars above them. That whole graphic, I'm cutting in here. The graphic that scrolls is code to watch what's going on in the clip. So follow along. 10:02. Green baseball hat and crowd. Time for commercial. Stick around. Promo. Stalin. They play this promo consistent on CZZ. Promo, at least in this time, year and a half ago. Promo, Stalin, Ukraine flag, pink hard hat, green square on fence, ending with a shot of Putin. Putin next to the green square on fence. Get the code, get the code. I did, and see where it goes. Putin is Stalin, destroying and trying to take Ukraine. Pink to the green, leaving you, the viewer, craving more sex with a message in between that wasn't perceived consciously, stored in the subconscious mind every time that promo runs. Stalin, Putin, destroying Ukraine goes into the archive. Influences opinions and decisions. 10:05, pink building, green bars. Wonder what color the building really is. Pink glowing on police helmet. And that was just me noting to myself. 10:06, pink glowing on police helmet. 10:07, in the crowd, one green sign raised. 10:08, pink shorts on cameraman. 10:08, pink shadow on the ground. 10:09, stage arrests begin. All this pink and green has been being put in there by Yankee Sam. If the cops were to enforce in the manner in which they usually do, tension of their excessive force in his voice would show through. Look how the protesters sat down. And I'm talking about the one that was pretending to be surprised. The reporter. It's all staged. They know what's coming up. Look how the protesters sat down or were gently taken to the ground with a perfect hands in plastic cuffs image. Notice how the reporter says he will talk quietly. There's maybe about a second and a half. And that this way of filming, I'm cutting in here. Yankee Sam programming. How long does a pan shot last? A second and a half, 2 seconds during a half-hour program. They're not getting a continual shot that's longer than maybe in the whole program, 2 seconds. Try to analyze what's in the corners of the screen. They should, for 1/8 of a second. They're getting slammed programmed continually every time those pictures change. Oftentimes in the corners, in the center of the image also. Subliminal programming. Look at the way movies were shot 30 years ago. And that's why the attention span of the public has been being reduced, and it has decreased over the years. It's one of the motivating factors. It's how Yankee Sam's programming through what's being seen on the screen. Notice how the reporter said he would talk quietly. This all at 10:09. Then he told them, in quotation, "We will just listen." Computer intonation, teacher telling child. He doesn't actually talk like what the viewer is hearing in their home. Reason for image of plastic cuffs. Sam conditioning public to the cuffs, but relating the plastic cuffs to gentle police officers. 10:10, building changed to purple. Purple color means friendly. As cops took away arrested protesters. 11:29 here, running down the clock. Big Boss Jock signing off.